and he goes down. It'll go as a loss of 3 right away, and it's second down.
Well, we knew coming in it was going to be a long afternoon if they weren't able to hold up against this pass rush, huh?
What we didn't know was that protection was going to spring a leak on the first play from scrimmage.
Got after him right out of the gate.
So after the sack, they'll come up on a still manageable 2nd and 13. This is Chris Carson, 1,000-yard rusher a year ago. And they won't fare much better here as he maybe gets back to the line. Call it no gain there, and now they're looking at a 3rd and 13. And this opening drive not going to plan. This is now 3rd and 13. From the gun, it's Wilson. And he's got the hook up to Moore. And he's not going to sniff the first down here. He stopped at the 25. They stop him for only 3 that time, and that'll bring up 4th down. 4th down, and out is the all-pro punter from a year ago, Michael Dixon, to punt for Seattle. Back to return it, Christian McCaffrey. And this will carry out of bounds. Where are they going to spot it now? At about the 18-yard line, it looks like. So Newton and the Panthers come up now 1st and 10 at their own 18. A first carry for Christian McCaffrey, who made his first Pro Bowl last year. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know. You know better than I. He has the ability to take over a game, so what do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone's in.
Now the ball comes loose, and the Seahawks have recovered. Well, he did what he's known for. He made the catch, then he turned into a runner, took the contact, and coughed it up.
And all I remember as a player, when they catch the ball, when those acrobatic guys catch it, you have to make them pay sometimes. You have to put it on them, big tackle, knock the ball free. Anything you can do to slow them down.
On first down, nothing opening up really on the running play. Give him maybe a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 21-yard line.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Wilson. Oh, he tries to get it to Metcalf, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Ross Cockrell. And the return will stop him well inside their own 20 at the 15-yard line. He had a little bit of the turnover bug last week, 3 interceptions. Not an absolute disaster, but another one here. Do you start to get a little worried?
You worry about your team as a whole because you have to find a way to make those interceptions, quote-unquote, go away. And that means your defense. They've got to go out there on sudden change and at least hold people to field goals. And if that keeps happening, they lose confidence in the quarterback, and then no one plays well.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. From the gun, here's Newton. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. So he can't hang on, and as I watch that unfold, I remembered an expression that I've heard, maybe from you, I don't know, but you're going to get hit anyways, might as well hold on to the ball.
All right, you know a coach said that, right?
Yeah. Not
an actual player. No chance at all. Way easier said than done.
Gun.
Throwing on 3rd down, Newton. Completes it to Samuel. The Panthers have the first. It's a gain of 12. On first down, this is McCaffrey. And he'll go down right at the 30-yard line. We haven't seen much from him running the football here in this first quarter.
No, you're right about that. We haven't seen much of him at all so far. They've stacked him up pretty well, but when you're trying to run the football, sometimes you got to play the long game. Keep handing it to him, and some of those runs that aren't working now, they turn into 6, 7, 8, and maybe more later on.
On second down, McCaffrey. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. He lost 2 there, and it's third down.
Anytime you call an inside running play, you just know there should be a lot of congestion there. You're counting on your offensive line to take control of the line of scrimmage. That didn't happen in this case, and that play got bottled up.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. Out of the gun, Newton. Got a man, it's right. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. Give him 18, it's a Carolina first down. Newton to throw. Open man is Samuel, complete. He's got a first down and then some inside the 40. And he'll finally be taken down at the 18. A gain of 37.
It's not a surprise when you read scouting reports and watch tape because you know he's a heck of a player. But he is so difficult to get down in the open field. They just want to get him the ball and let him do his thing.
So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down. Being chased out left. And he's got McCaffrey open, complete. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. It's a gain of 5, and it'll make it a second down. He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion.
Call it a loss of 2 on the play, and that's going to lead to a third down.
Get ready, get ready, get ready. Great, 20.
A shotgun snap for Newton. Got his target, Samuel. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal. So another third down conversion, and now they've got a first and goal. They'll try to run with McCaffrey, and they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 9. That's going to go as a loss of 6, and it'll set them back for second down.
The short field shrinks even more with the type of bodies they brought in on that play. Those extra tight ends, they weren't able to secure their blocks, and that one ended up going backwards.
Again, McCaffrey. The ball's out. McCaffrey lost it.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. McCaffrey. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. They got 8 yards out of it, but they're still left with a 4th and goal from a ways out.
Brings up 4th down and goal.
Fourth down, and here's Graham Gano now in the field goal unit for the Panthers. No score after 1 on EA Sports. Second quarter now from Charlotte, and it's the Panthers with the football. They are, however, facing a 4th down situation. And the 10-year vet knocks it through the goalpost, and the Panthers stake claim to a 3-0 lead. So they get the field goal, but that was a 14-play drive to get 3.
It sounds like you're going negative on me.
I was.
It sounds like you're thinking the 3's just not that good.
And people... say that we're negative sometimes. So.
Well, here's the deal. Getting the 3 is good. Obviously, you would think on a 14-play drive you're going to get 6 out of it. But that type of a drive can pay dividends later on because you might wear the defense down.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. It's been an awfully slow start for them. This is their 3rd possession. They don't have a first down yet.
So that means they have to change up what they're doing, and for some teams, it's a change in tempo, usually moving it to more up-tempo type of an offense just to try and change their fortunes right now. What they've been doing so far isn't working. Maybe they'll do that.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Here's Wilson. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down.
Gotta go, in and out, let's go. Hey.
From the shotgun, Wilson going deep here for Bryant. And it's knocked away and incomplete. James Bradbury, he was right there to break it up.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on 3rd down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a 4th down decision.
And this is going to be ruled out, I think, just inside the 20. Yes, it will. Side judge calls it at the 19-yard line. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after chip, now the pressure comes and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. The former #1 overall pick, Jadeveon Clowney. He's the culprit, and that is now his 13th sack of the season as his great year continues.
20.
To try again after the sack. Newton, complete to right. A good pickup there, 18 yards as they get closer for 3rd down. The Panthers on 3rd down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 2. And he finds a man. It's McCaffrey. And he is going to get the first down as he covers up after a pretty good shot there. And that gain of 9 buys them a new set of downs. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Newton going to hand it off to McCaffrey. Well, a pretty move, couldn't create much space. Down just beyond the 35. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, this big defensive lineman will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
And he's going to keep it here. And he'll slide down to avoid the tackle. Newton able to use those legs and get past the marker to pick up the first.
Even at the age of 30, Cam says it's just a number. Still a real threat running the football. We all know about the touchdowns, but ran for 488 yards last season. That was 4th among all NFL quarterbacks. He can still tote the mail.
On the ground, McCaffrey. And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down. Now on 2nd and 13. Newton. And he will find the open man. It's DJ Moore. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down.
DJ Moore went through some ups and downs his rookie season, but really came on strong late in the year. Finished with 55 catches, the most among Panthers not named Christian McCaffrey. And now with Devin Funchess gone to Indianapolis, he's going to be the true WR1 for the Panthers.
Great. 49 the mark.
On 3rd down, Newton. Buying time to his left. And now he'll let this one go deep. This is caught inside the 15. And oh, so close as he takes it all the way to the 2-yard line. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. They come out here in the eye. After the big play, a chance to finish now on 1st and goal. On the ground, McCaffrey. And he pushes forward but comes up short of the goal line as he'll get a yard down to about the 1. Earlier this half, you were wondering how the defense was going to handle him defensively. Were they going to bottle him up at different levels, so to speak, is what you said. What have you seen so far?
Well, I think they've been absolutely terrific because it feels like on every play, if we were watching this in the film room, when he clicked off the film or stopped it, you would see 11 shirts of that same color right there in the frame trying to tackle him. That's what you're looking for.
Another shot from the 1 on 2nd and goal.
Eight.
Newton. That's going to be caught by Samuel. And he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5. That 2nd down play nets a -4. Now Newton. And that'll be caught. Touchdown Panthers. Olsen. Greg Olsen. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Panthers, they widen their lead. There was no going through the progressions on that touchdown pass.
Yeah, nor was it necessary. His receiver won that route early, presented himself. No reason to wait. Go ahead and put it on him and score a touchdown.
Gano the extra point, and the lead grows to 10-0. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And still no points on the scoreboard. You're coming off of the 3 and out. They're just looking for anything to grab onto right now, aren't they?
I'm wondering if someone's going to take charge in the huddle. You know, we always look to the quarterback, but sometimes it's another player on the team, a star or veteran, someone with some excitement and energy. It's like, all right, guys, let's shake things up and let's go, because they still have an opportunity to make things happen.
Shake it off. From the 31, Wilson. Well, the catch is made here by Tyler Lockett. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. That one covers 24 yards. It's a 1st down. Penny, a 1st down carry. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Now Wilson. Going for Metcalf on the deep. And this is caught. For an offense that has not found the end zone yet, that's a big play.
There's the spark right there. The big play that they needed. Now they've got to go ahead and finish this drive and put this ball in the end zone.
Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. 2nd and goal, and Penny standing by himself in the backfield. They'll give it to him up the middle, and he will take this one in for the Seattle touchdown. Rashad Penny in the final seconds of the 1st half, as they are now on the board here in the 1st half. Jason Myers now for the extra point. Oh, how about this? No good. Just his 2nd miss of the year, and our score will stay right where it is. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. Time for a final kneel down or a safe run, and then they can head to the locker room with a lead.
Yeah, or they can even run a screen. You know, something they feel is somewhat safe that might actually pop and turn into a big play. That's what you usually run in this situation.
Or go 4 verticals because why not?
Because you're feeling it, right? You're just feeling it.
A final shot before the break. Newton. That is incomplete. So we've reached halftime here in a 4-point game. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. The Panthers out in front, and they will get the football first. Second half action underway. This is fielded a couple yards deep. Shifts by him, and he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
From the shotgun to McCaffrey. And some room to run now. He's at the 40. And all the way down to the 26. A big play there from McCaffrey. 41 yards.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
20.
Looking to throw again on second down. Newton, throw right side, is going to be caught by Samuel. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. From the gun, Newton. Wright's got it. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. That'll bring up 2nd and goal after the gain of 5. 2nd and goal from the 1. Newton takes it himself. And I don't think he got in. The big bodies up front held him at the 1. Officially no gain on the sneak. Kind of a wasted play there, and now it's 3rd down. And Newton's going to keep it. And he's going to ball his way in for a Panther score. Cam Newton, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Panthers, they widen their lead. Extra point try good by Gano. And that pushes the lead up to 11. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And their halftime hole now even deeper, and they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Throwing is Wilson. Trying here for Bryant, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 29. He had his eyes on the end zone. He got close. At least he set the offense up nicely, but he's probably mad he didn't take that one to pay dirt.
I agree with you, and you know he's going to get teased because he didn't get it all the way into the end zone. But if they don't score now, if they don't get a touchdown, he won't just get teased. They'll be glaring at him. How'd you not score?
Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete.
Once you get into the red zone and the safeties have less ground to cover, you'd better be quick with your delivery. Not much space to get a ball in there.
Yeah, when that field shrinks with those safeties, it's almost like there's a couple extra defenders out there, right?
It certainly is. They end up taking up extra space just because there's not enough space for receivers to run through.
This will be caught at about the 6. And he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that's going to bring up an interesting 3rd and goal.
Check right, check right. Watch 20.
Well, now they'll try the end around. And he takes it into the end zone for a Panthers touchdown. Curtis Samuel with his 16th touchdown of the year. And the Panthers use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. Gano the extra point, and the lead is up to 18 now. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. So after the loss of 2, here's 2nd and 12 from the 23. To throw is Wilson. Flush to his right. He'll run it. They'll wind up with positive yardage. It's a gain of 3, but now it's 3rd down.
How about a tip of the cap to the defense? They're working against a very mobile quarterback, but all day long they've kept him under wraps. And on that play, they held him to a short gain.
Hey, 0, 0, 0. There. Hey, easy.
On 3rd down, Wilson. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Brian Burns in there for the sack, and he's closing in on the all-time record. That's number 19 on the year. Now here's Michael Dixon as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Taking it about the 36. A good return there. Call it 13 yards. And the Panthers will take over now, 1st and 10. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And now you've got the clock winding down here in the 3rd quarter. You're 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing the clock game. Yet at the same time, you're also not going pell-mell like you would in 2-minute offense. This is what NFL offenses call 4-minute football. Take the clock out of the game a little bit, wind it down, but at the same time, keep advancing the ball down the field.
Newton now perfect since the second half started. 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10.
57's the mic. Watch 57.
Operating from the gun. Newton. And the Seahawk defense gets to him, and they bring him down. Michael Kendricks coming in to drop him. You never want to give up a sack. From the O-line's perspective, they hate it for several reasons, especially because they felt like they let little brother down back there in the pocket.
Oh, no doubt. They have a ton of pride, and they go into every job wanting to keep that guy clean. They want that uniform with no grass stains, no dirt, nothing on it, but it's really, really difficult. You're talking about some terrific athletes who are trying to put him on the ground.
Now a second down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Those throwing windows get a lot tighter near the end zone, don't they? And here's the thing. You already probably have 3 points in your hip pocket. You force a throw here and give up an interception, you come away with nothing.
Especially tough in the middle third of the field where he threw that one. And they'll get him down at about the 37, well short of the first. That's Greg Little, second-round pick from Ole Miss. He's the guilty party. So following the holding call, what can they do here on 3rd and long? Throwing is Newton. Dancing to his left. And that is incomplete. Here's Michael Pilardi now. And the way this offense has moved the ball, he hasn't been needed till here in the 3rd. $51 yards on the punt there. And it'll be Seahawk football as they take over deep in their own territory.
So they wound up passing on a long field goal try, but that works out for them really well. That one's down inside the 5-yard line.
And it's risky because your punter, if he puts it in the end zone, the net result not worth it, but there, I think worth it. They run on first down, but it only produces a gain of 2. It's second down now. Luke Kuechly, the all-pro linebacker, in on the stop.
That first down play, all you want to do is wedge out any type of space and try and create enough room. If you have to run the punter out there, he can successfully complete the punt.
Yeah, didn't get a ton there, but at least some positive yardage. Throwing on 2nd and 8. Wilson. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's 3rd down. The Seahawks on 3rd down, 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is 3rd and 8. From the gun, it's Wilson. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And that'll wind up incomplete. Bold play call there. Now it's 4th down. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense that's well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure. The backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
Now here's Michael Dixon. He's been one of their few bright spots so far. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. It's taken to the 26. Pushing his way inside the 40. Well, he wasn't too far from breaking that. Officially, give him 15. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. Now, the previous drive they punted, but that was just the first time they've had to do so in this game.
And when they turn on the game film, the coaches will rant about this, right? They'll say, oh, God, we got to move the ball, guys. We can't punt the ball away. But they have to keep smiles off their faces because that's the first time in the game they've had to do so. They've moved it quite well. They'll overall be happy with what they've seen.
So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. Now a shotgun handoff to Scarlett. It'll be a 5-yard pickup there. So from 2nd and 13, they're back to a more manageable 3rd and 8. The Panthers on 3rd down. They've been tough to stop. 8 for 10 so far. This is 3rd and 8. Back to throw. Newton. And that will be incomplete.
It's easy to see when we review this that the ball needs to come out quicker because if you don't throw it right on the break, you bring a crowd of people into the equation.
And that's why it got knocked away there. And no one there to stop it. Hits at the 8, but it carries all the way into the end zone for a touchback. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Rush coming, and he's taken down. That's Luke Kuechly with a sack.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, and with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury.
59 Mike, check, 59.
Throwing on second and long. Wilson forced out to his left. It's just a gain of a couple there on the scramble, and now it's third down.
It looks like, yes, it is 6 defensive backs on the field for Carolina.
They're going with a dime set. Out of the gun, here's Wilson. Going deep here for Bryant. And unable to connect, incomplete. I'll give them credit, they took their shot, but it's going to bring up fourth down. It's been this way most of the afternoon, hasn't it? This secondary really put this receiving core on lockdown.
Listen, they've worked together like a basketball team that's playing excellent defense. Great communication, doesn't matter whether it's man or zone. And especially against deep balls, as we saw there, they're not giving up anything to him.
This is taken at the 23. A very good return that time. 18 yards. And that will come the offense as they take over. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. They've got the lead. Last time had to punt it, though. What's the key to this drive? And he loses the football a second time. And the Seahawks have picked it up. And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line. Often on fumbles, you look at the guy who coughed it up and say, geez, what did he do? But, hey, let's tip the cap to the defense here.
Not a problem at all, my man. I'm not even going to tip it. I'm going to doff my cap to him. Congratulations. Big-time play. Knocking it free and creating something good for your team.
And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. First down, Seattle, 16 yards, the gain there. Wilson now, 5 straight completions here in this second half. First and 10. Here's Wilson. And Wilson's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked up by Ross Cockrell. And he'll bring this all the way up to the 45-yard line. So now he's equaled his interception total from a week ago. Remember, Charles, he had 3 last week.
And you know, all week long he vowed to take that number down. Told the guys on the team, don't worry, things are going to pick up. I've got this. But he is in a major league rut right now. Let's see if his teammates can pick him up along the way.
You're right. He talked about being cool, calm, collective, rebounding. Not rebounding right here. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. That turnover might just about do it here. Fourth quarter, the lead that you've got, they can just run the football, run the clock.
Exactly right. They played smart, a couple of first downs, and this one should just about be over.
Second and 6 at their 49-yard line.
Following the pickup of 4, here's second and 6.
You get blocked, me.
Here's Newton. Throw left side complete. It's right. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line. Tackled there. 11 yards there. First down.
First and 10 at the 40-yard line.
Yeah, you don't want none.
Shotgun handoff now to McCaffrey. The tackle made by K.J. Wright.
Bob, Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
Double dog, that's the way.
From the gun, here's Newton. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. And he gets this down inside the 35 before going out of bounds.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
And down he goes. They sack him back right around the 41-yard line. Jaron Reed muscles his way in for the sack. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Panther football as we welcome you back. They've got a 4th down here in a game that looks to have been decided already. Returnable for Lockett. Just 34 yards on the punt there. No return. And the offense will come back out deep in their own territory. And for an offense that is struggling, this is not where you want to start from. Great punt.
Fantastic punt. And for all those who wonder, what do punters do during the course of practice each and every day? The best ones do what we just saw there. Work on positioning the football and helping their team.
And he'll find a little space. He gets us up near the 10. Mario Addison in on the stop.
It's now 2nd and 6 at the 9-yard line.
Mike 54. Watch the curve.
And they'll run it again with Penny. And he'll take this one up to about the 13. Give him 4 on the carry, and it'll make this a 3rd and about 2.
Back-to-back 4-yard runs. Now, look, if they just do that all the way downfield, ball ends up in the end zone, but that's a little difficult to do.
Yeah, I think now 3rd and 2, that defense ready to stiffen up and stop that run. 3rd and 2, now Wilson. Open man is Metcalf. He's got it. A pickup of 5 that time and a 1st down.
1st down, Seahawks.
On 1st and 10, it's Wilson. This one into the hands of Metcalf. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. 23 yards on the play.
And the Seahawks, 1st down.
They'll run on 1st down. It's Carson. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. So this one is over. A victory for Carolina. And it was their defense that really made the statement after the break. They pitched the second half shutout.
Yeah, think about the team that just got vanquished. They did score in the 2nd quarter. Do you think they thought at all that that would be their last points of the game?
No, but what a second half. The adjustment, whatever they did in the locker room, it certainly worked.
It certainly did, and you're exactly right. Whether it was an adjustment, whether it was just more focus on what they planned to do going in, whether they just played better, whatever it was, it all came together in the second half, and no points were allowed. That's a great way to close them out.
So for the Panthers, it's a 10th win of the year now as they move to 10-4. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Indianapolis Colts. Meanwhile, for the Seahawks, they fall to 8-6 with the loss. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports.